to the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Dynamite, the explosive one. Let's crack into another one.
We are crack-a-lacking into another one. Dog.
Yo. Jonas.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about your man Diddy?
My man, Diddy.
Yeah.
He's my man?
He's your man's.
I thought, what's that guy that was your man's for a long time? Smollett?
Jussie Smollett. So apparently Diddy's a creep, Jonas.
I heard that Diddy did some bad stuff.
Yeah. So where do we even start, man? So Diddy has been he's been a prominent figure in the entertainment industry for a very long time. Singers,
I mean,
can't
stop, won't stop.
Yeah, a lot
Bad
of that.
boy for life.
A lot of singing, rapping, music video. Movies, stuff like that. Has deals with. He had his own liquor, the Ciroc. He doesn't really do Ciroc anymore.
Did he get rid of it?
I think he might have sold it. To be honest,
You've been contributing to Diddy.
He also, with the De Leon, he also has his own
tampons
pet project with Revolt TV.
Okay.
Which is like the Breakfast Club is on it, as well as a bunch of other programs. Not quite as big as like a TVT or anything like that, but it's still doing pretty decently, even though I hear it's not profiting. But he was recently brought up on the allegations, Jonas, for a relationship that he was in with a singer-songwriter named of Cassie.
Cassie?
Yeah, Cassie.
I knew a Cassie once.
I did too. I dated one for 5 years. Very funny you should mention that. Kind of brought up some hurt. So anyway,
I saw the pain on your face when you said that.
Yeah, right. So a lot of stuff came out. Apparently, Cassie filed a civil suit where she claimed that Puffy had committed various degrees of assault, some physical, some mental, some sexual, over the years that they were together.
Okay.
Now, through this came a bunch of other things.
Like Me Too? You got Me Too'd?
Wow. I don't know. I feel like putting the term "he got Me Too'd" is a little rough. It's more like his past caught up with him.
Well, yeah. that's essentially what the Me Too movement was. Everybody's patch catching up with him. Yeah.
So he's been rich for a long time. He's been a wild boy for a long time. He got it from the mud, I guess, or whatever. But let's just get into it, man. There was this thing apparently where he would have the young lady participate in these things called freak-offs.
Freak-offs?
A freak-off.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds like some rich person stuff.
It does sound like some rich person stuff, but essentially what it was a party that...
Sounds like a sex party.
Where orgies were optional.
Optional?
Yeah. You had the option to participate in the orgy, or you had the option to get your ass out of my house.
Oh, yeah. One of those sort of options.
Yeah, those are your options. So
show your cheeks.
Or get the heck out of the house.
Okay.
So we can get with the laugh and the funny, man. So apparently Diddy is, he likes to watch other dudes F his girl. Perfectly fine by me.
He likes to be cucked.
He just likes to watch.
Okay.
He likes to dictate. He likes to, voyeurism. Voyeurism.
That's also cucking.
Yeah, but he wasn't married to Cassie. They were just dating. Is that still cucking?
Okay.
Is that still cucking?
I don't know. I don't know the technical definition of cuckold.
Right? Wow, this makes you think, doesn't it?
But I don't know if you want to watch your
married.
Girlfriend get pounded out or your wife. Does it make a difference?
Oh, yeah. That's fair. So
maybe it's only he doesn't respect his girlfriends, but he respects her if it's his wife.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't get in the mind of somebody who's abusing women anyway, so.
Yeah. That is very true. Either way. So some
sort of power control play is what's going on there, yeah.
Yeah. So with the obviously with the allegation, there was a long, many pages where she depicted all of the incidents that happened to her. Like apparently, she would go to the doctor. He would be the one to look over a lot of her doctor's information, and she would not be allowed to look at certain things. Apparently there was an incident where he asked her to get a boob job. She got it, and then he decided that he didn't like them, and the next day he had them taken out. You know, even though the surgeon said that you should probably wait for it to heal first.
Oh wow! So he had her get the boob job, and then immediately had him take before it even had a chance to heal.
Yeah, you know,
I feel like that would mess up your chest bad.
Yeah. Allegedly, obviously. You know, there was cases where, like, there's been pictures that have risen with like Cassie with like bruises on her face, and there's just been a lot of people coming forward. So it's not just her. There's also been bodyguards. The man on the screen right now is actually one of Diddy's bodyguards, and he kind of collaborates the whole idea of the freak offs that happens. And he even tells a funny story about, I remember one time I was with Diddy and Ja Rule was in there partying with him, and one of his cousins came up and started knocking on the door, and he wanted to get in there, and he was like, I can't let anybody in. Diddy says not to let anybody in. He's a bodyguard. And then he says that he had to rough the guy up a little bit, and then he starts screaming for Ja. Ja comes out, and he's like, hey, you don't want to go in there. There's a lot of freaky shit going in there. And typical Ja Rule voice, and then the cousin ends up leaving, and he's like, sorry, I had to rough your cousin up, Ja Rule. But it was just so Diddy likes to do the partying.
Okay.
Party.
Sounds like some he wants to be some Hugh Hefner type.
Yeah, a little bit.
He wants to be the host.
So now that's the funny and that's the jokes. Kind of, I guess, because there's some sexual assault, obviously, and there's nothing to laugh at there. There's also been the idea that he bombed Kid Cudi's car.
Oh, I heard about that. And then Kid Cudi was like, yeah, he blew up my car.
Yeah. So Kid Cudi has definitely come out and said, yes, my car blew up. Nobody was in the car, but he blew up the car. Or allegedly blew up the car.
That's some Goodfellas shit right there.
Goodfellas?
Why are him and Young Thug in jail together with this Rico? That's some Rico stuff.
I mean, that may be coming.
If you send a man to have some blow up somebody else's car, that's some mob shit.
It is. Even funnier, some more mob shit is apparently Cassie and Wale were working on a song together, and Diddy didn't want anybody to work on the song, and he had two of his henchmen hang Wale over the balcony 10 stories up because he was
talking, some movie-ish?
Because he was talking to his girl. Yeah. So this is this kind of the stuff that he's been doing, and it's not too far out of the ordinary because people in the industry who know have been kind of like alluding to like Puffy's mob mentality and like the way that he has a short fuse. And I don't know, you make enough videos, you have enough images of yourself and video yourself on the internet, people are going to be like, oh, I see a trend here. I see a trend.
I mean, he was rubbing Marcel's wife's feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So he's recently stepped down as chairman of Revolt, and Revolt was one of his pet projects. His partnership with De Leon may be coming to an end.
You don't start resigning unless you know you're going to jail.
Yeah, because a lot of people are stepping forward. This guy on the screen right here has done.
Oh, he's narking. He's 6'9" on him.
He's done 59 interviews. He's all over the place. There's another one that was all over the place. One of the worst allegations to come out of this, and probably the one that's probably sitting them down, is the idea of the toxicology report from his ex-wife before he met Cassie, and some of the stuff that's kind of obfuscating in her final days. So
his ex-wife died?
Yes, his ex-wife died. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. You have to forgive me.
Rest in peace.
But his ex-wife passed away, and apparently a toxicology report in one instance said that there was poison in her system, and in the next one it said that she died of natural causes or of other causes. And there's just some real shady shit that's going on, and apparently there's like some contention going on in those final days with her. So we just got to be on the lookout. I don't know if any of the stuff is true. So
yeah, I mean, but
the hammer's coming down.
It's like when you're that rich and been around that long,
billionaire,
and it's like, and you have like a bunch of yes men around you for so long.
Yeah.
I would think it would be hard not to have some giant ego.
Of course.
Because no one tells you no ever.
You can't make it to billionaire status without being an egomaniac. 100%.
It's like you can buy whatever you want, and then everyone S your D constantly.
Yes.
Because they want to be around you because you're rich and powerful.
Yeah.
Like,
it's crazy when you get to the point where you're looking for people who are going to be straight with you because nobody wants to tell you the truth.
man, that would be wild.
Yeah.
And you just like, you have this like weird view of yourself because like no one's telling you the truth, and you think you're being normal and you're really being a maniac.
And you ask people for things and they just do it for you because of who you are. You don't even have to pay them.
That's nuts.
Okay, so in conclusion, Cassie won her case, her civil suit, $30 million.
Oof.
Yep, but there was a picture of her seen just smiling away in her $30 million. I don't know if that's justice, man, but I hope that that the wounds she has gotten through her life.
Oh, 30 million to fill up a lot of wounds.
Yeah, wow. I don't know where we're going with that, but yes, I agree.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't make it right by any means, but like, I don't know how much money somebody could pay me if they'd wronged me really bad. That I would just be like, oh, I guess I can not forgive but forget.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's no forgiveness, but $30 million will help you forget about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
and the thing is that he paid the $30 million.
Oh yeah, he didn't fight.
So
he was like,
It only makes you wonder of like what else was there, because obviously you don't take that type of case without having enough evidence. To win
exactly.
That type of case.
He would. It makes me think if all those wild ass skits that Dave Chappelle did about Diddy, like go down to the Bronx and get me some breast milk from a Cambodian, it makes me wonder like,
well, that's from making the band.
Did that really happen?
So then he had to show with Making the Band, ended up spawning the sensation Danity Kane. They have spoken out on Diddy's behavior as well, lead singer of that. And one of the episodes, he told them to basically walk like 10 miles to go get him a cheesecake and bring it back. It was a reality show. It was in that whole reality show era. And that's what that's
so it was a play on something he really did, but not the Cambodian breast milk or whatever.
Yeah. He was like, I need a cheesecake from this place, and I want you to walk there. And they're like, they were talking about it took us 8 hours to get there and back, but we got him a cheesecake.
He got back, took one bite, and threw it in the ground. It was like, it's warm.
I think he did take one.
But if you do that on I mean, that's
some wild shit, man. But it's like,
dude, go to thecrazytown.com and subscribe and like. That's all we got for today. TNT or Jonas. It blew my mind.
Did you call me you?
I said TNT, like telling you that you should say your name.
All right.
Jonas.
TNT.
We out.